Are you looking for contemporary material that you can use in your ELT or ESL classrooms? If you are, this is the video for you. I'm going to show you 5 websites that I really like that have either got news stories or video stories that are really contemporary, and that there's always at least some free material, and in some cases the complete website is free. Really hope you like the video, and as always, if you do, please like the video. Please share it with other teachers. Of course, join me on my YouTube channel and comment. Love to know, of the 5 websites I'm going to show you, which one you like the best. Let's get started. So this is a particularly useful site for lower level students. It's called Simple English News. It does exactly that. It's very easy to use. I'm only going to focus on just a few of the things. Let's jump in, for example, to plastic bottles on your tire. Yeah, and if I click here, and then you'll see that it's a very short news article, but you've also got the listening here. Let's just quickly play an example.
Plastic bottle on your tire. Someone may want to rob you. If you find a plastic bottle stuck between the tire and fender of your car, it might be a sign of trouble.
Okay, so you get an idea, and lovely clear audio, very simple to work with, very short news article, though the vocabulary is quite rich often, and then afterwards you've got a little focus on some of the important words. It's a very simple site to use. Great though if you're looking to get quick access to audio files that you can use. I would really encourage you to show this to your students as something they can do on their own if they want to get lots of exposure to listening and at low levels. This website is called News in Levels. It's very clearly organized, as you can see, and it does exactly that. It provides the news in various levels. I'm going to jump down and give you an example. Let's click on this story here about Elon Musk. If I click on level 1, again, notice we've got an audio file, and again, we've got here the actual story. Again, this can be so useful for students who are wanting to get as much exposure to the language as possible. Let's just demonstrate how the audio sounds.
Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. He buys Twitter. Twitter is a public company since 2013.
Okay, now you notice that's probably coming from kind of some type of voice software. However, I must say the voice is very, very clear. The interesting thing is as well is that you can actually go to the same story but jump to level 2. Now, this isn't something I've ever done, but it could be quite interesting to do an activity with students where perhaps you start at level 1 and then jump to level 2 and then jump to level 3. So each level extends the story slightly more, but again still provides the audio files. I like the way this website is organized. It's really easy to find your stories, and absolutely loads and loads of them there on the first page, and you can see you can also jump down to stories that were previously produced. But obviously if you're looking for something contemporary, you're probably going to want to take the stuff from the first page. Now, this video is really focusing on quick websites you can go to and access the content straight away. If you're looking for something a bit more elaborated where there's lots and lots of content and you probably need to spend a little bit of time looking at it, but it's very good level, look at Voice of America. Now, I'm not going to focus on Voice of America, but I'm going to put a link on the screen now if you want to access Voice of America and find out about it. I'm going to move on to my third site now, and this is one I've been particularly impressed with, and you're going to see why when I show you the content. Now, this next site I'm particularly impressed with. It hasn't got completely free material, but there is enough for you to do a taster. There's certainly enough material that you could share and use in your class with your students. And you may even think about actually paying for this content because I think it's very well done. But if you come over here to get free lessons, so I'm just coming straight in, and I'm going to concentrate on the free lesson, so you will need to sign up to this. Let me just give you an example of the sort of thing that is available. Let's choose this one here. Okay, so it gives you the date of when it was updated, which is really nice as well. Gives you information about the downloads there. If I click on this, we get a video story, but what's more interesting is that we get either a printable or interactive lesson plan, as well as lots of information about the actual lesson here. Now this material has been really well developed. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let's just click here on download printable lesson plan. I'm very impressed with the quality of this content and all the work that's gone into making it look really presentable, well organized. It's a complete lesson plan for a teacher. What you might actually find is that there's almost too much material here, and you may want to pick and choose the content that you use, but you can see that this is really well produced, well organized, and of course nice and contemporary, connected to current news and contemporary stories. Now with Fluentize you will need to log in to make use of it, but if I click over here on lessons, once you're logged in and then click on all free lessons, you'll see you've got all these free lessons here that you can make use of. So there's a great start for you to try out, and of course you could look into buying additional content. As you can see, it's not particularly expensive, particularly if you're teaching private lessons online in groups or working with the school. It may be something you would consider. That's Fluentize. Just a really quick break from the video. I hope you're enjoying the video, and if you are, please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. Loads more free videos that you can access. You can also find out about all my courses. They're always advertised on the opening page. And please sign up to the newsletter. If you sign up to the newsletter, you get updated with all the blog posts, the webinars, the online courses, and the videos. And at the moment, if you sign up, there is a 12-part free video course in using technology in teaching. And I send you a video about every 5 days. Let's get back to the video. This is a website that's been around for ages. Again, it was one that I always recommended to my students. I particularly like this website because it's got lots of recordings with other students speaking English. So the nice thing is that people get to hear a huge variety of accents. And of course, one of the nice things about this website is that it's very contemporary, because a lot of the time they're talking about contemporary issues. Let's look at the video content, for example. If we just click here on video content, look at some of the topics. Do you like taking selfies? Is it okay to take pictures of people in public? Would you like to own cryptocurrency? Very kind of contemporary topics. And if we click on one of them, there's a couple of nice features on this website. Straight away you get a recording. As I've said, you get different accents. This one, for example, is going to be from the Philippines. We get the transcript, which we can either show or hide, and we normally get some types of activities that we can do as well. Again, a nice website for students to work on their own. It might be a website that you want to spend a little bit more time on, because it has actually got loads and loads of material. Sometimes the content on this website is a little bit overwhelming. It's a little bit difficult to find. But for example, the video section is pretty easy, and there's a lot of material there that you can start with. And it also shows you where the accents are coming from. So you've got both native and non-native speakers. The final website I'm going to recommend is this one called the No Project. It was shortlisted for the British Council Elton's Awards, and it deals with the topic of modern day slavery. And obviously it helps students to become aware of this issue through some very well developed materials. So if you click over here on lesson plans, you get complete lesson plans on all of these different topics. And if we click on a lesson plan, we can download it. And the lesson plan will often constitute a whole variety of different documents that allow you to prepare, and they're the reading material and the exercises for the students to do. So there really is a lot of content here, and it will include an audio file, etc. Let me just give you a taster of some of the material. So along with the audio file and the worksheets and the lesson plan, you get, for example, that in this particular one, for example, the interview written out as a script as well. So it's really worth looking at this website, and I have actually focused on this website in the past, and on the screen now there's a link to a more detailed video about using this website. It's called the No Project. Really hoped you liked that video. Please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. Loads more free content, and you can see all of my courses on the opening page. Don't forget to sign up to the newsletter. That way you get updated with all the latest blog posts, the webinars, the latest videos and the courses. Of course, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to click on the bell. That way you'll get all the updates. And finally, if you do want to contact me, perhaps about doing a conference or doing some training with your organization, you can contact me from the website. Thank you very much. On the screen now, there's some more videos that you might find interesting if you're a language teacher and looking for free content.